Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Your old buddy Tim back with another video. And today we are continuing the discussion that we started on the last video about downtown Huntsville. And the reason we're doing a continuation is I got so many people emailing after that video wanting more information about downtown, because it has really become this hub or this epicenter downtown, oddly enough, where people are wanting to live, they're wanting to work, they are wanting to go for entertainment. You know, I kind of refer to downtown as probably the largest mixed use development that we have. Mixed use meaning people work there, live there, play there. Downtown is also becoming somewhat of a destination and an experience, if you will. So I'm getting a lot of questions about downtown, and so I thought, rather than just ride around and show you the streets, I would actually find someone who is our local expert on everything that's happening downtown, and that is my new friend Chad Emerson. Chad is the CEO of an organization called Downtown Huntsville Inc. They're a not-for-profit organization, and their charter is to oversee and market and just kind of spearhead the way for the revitalization of downtown. Now, I don't really think revitalization is the right word, because that means it's being vitalized again. Is that a word? Being made vital again? You know, downtown was never really a happening place. You know, again, I'm born and raised here. For the longest time, downtown Huntsville was simply the courthouse, lawyer offices, legal offices, maybe a diner, maybe a coffee shop, this sort of thing. It certainly was not a hub of activity that it is now. Hey, instead of me running my mouth, let me introduce you to Chad Emerson. Chad is the CEO of Downtown Huntsville Inc. And Chad's going to do just a really quick interview and tell us a little bit more about the organization, about what's going on downtown, and how it is becoming a hub of life, work, and entertainment right here in the city. Enjoy the video. So, Chad Emerson, it's good to meet you. You are a transplant here from Michigan, you were telling me?
Yeah, I grew up in Michigan, but have spent I guess more than half of my life either in Tennessee or Alabama now.
Yeah, so. You've been here long enough to be official, so I appreciate your time today. You know, we've got a YouTube channel, and it's all about relocating to Huntsville, what to do here, life here, that sort of thing. And one of the questions we get a lot is what's happening downtown.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was born and raised here. For a long time, downtown was the courthouse and some lawyers' offices and Coffee Quatch, which has been here forever. So tell me a little bit about, because you're the CEO of Downtown Huntsville, tell me about the organization.
So Downtown Huntsville Inc., we're it's technically a 501c6 organization, but we're basically the downtown advocacy group.
Okay.
Most downtowns in middle to larger size cities across the country have an organization similar to this. Mm-hmm. We get up every day working on downtown economic development, downtown events, downtown's marketing, because we know that there isn't a single dynamic growing city anywhere in the country that also doesn't have a dynamic growing downtown.
Right. And for many years, like I said, this downtown was not growing. You know, it had been, again, just kind of a place for the courthouse and the lawyers. So you came in when?
We started the organization in 2013. There had been a predecessor organization, but really started this effort in August 2013. Okay. We knew early on that even though the potential hadn't been realized, there were lots of great assets here. You had the great historic homes, you had Big Spring Park, one of the most beautiful urban parks in the country, and you had Montesano Mountain right next door to downtown.
Yeah, and before you got here, you were telling me you were in Montgomery?
Yeah, I did work in Montgomery. I'm a recovering attorney by trade, so I practiced law in Knoxville, went to law school in Knoxville, practiced and taught law school in Montgomery, and then did downtown redevelopment and economic development in the city of Montgomery.
When you got here, when you were lured here, what did you find? What were your initial thoughts of downtown?
Well, it was beautiful. Mm-hmm. Beautiful homes, beautiful buildings, beautiful trees, beautiful parks. It had all of these assets that almost any downtown would love to have.
Right.
it just wasn't programmed. It wasn't really organized. There wasn't a master cohesive strategy. I just think about this. How many downtowns can you have less than 5 minutes away, 30 miles of hiking and biking trails, a state park inside the city limits overlooking downtown? That's Montesano State Park, that's Montesano Mountain, and that's our neighbor right next door to downtown Huntsville.
So you knew there was a lot of potential here. Yeah. What were some of your early struggles or concerns knowing the mission ahead when you got here?
Yeah, I think a lot of, especially local folks, had to reintroduce the great assets here. I think a lot of people had kind of viewed the downtown as, like you said, a stale experience. Yeah. And so we had to convince them that that wasn't what downtown was. That's what had been allowed to happen to downtown. Gotcha. And you have all of these resources, all of these assets. It's a great place to sit on a patio. You have, again, beautiful buildings, lots of shade trees. It's easy to walk around. And so reintroducing downtown to our locals was our first goal.
Right. So marketing, getting the word out. Yeah. Okay. What about from a business standpoint, businesses being located? Because again, being from here, a lot of people didn't want to go downtown because there's nowhere to park, that's changed. I mean, you walk out here now and it's like a city street, people walking and shopping and eating. So what were there challenges as far as the businesses getting them to move downtown?
I think at first, really convincing people that the walking environment, whether it's your employees walking at lunch, whether it's people shopping here, whether it's people, guests visiting, whether local or out of town, that the walking experience is really become a desirable experience, especially in a city like ours that has generally a pretty nice climate. It can get hot in the summer and get cold in the winter some, but overall, we don't have the extremes that some parts of the country have. And so most of the year you can enjoy walking around, dining outdoors, shopping, enjoying the park. And so that was kind of the core mission early on, is to show the businesses, both the ones that are locating downtown, or as well as the companies that may want to put their offices downtown, that the downtown experience has all the potential of great dining, great shopping, great recreating, great hotels, and of course we have the Von Braun Center, which is one of the most complete convention center complexes of any middle-sized city in the country.
Yeah. Downtown's really, and I call it kind of a mixed use area now, because a lot of folks are moving downtown. Talk a little bit about that aspect. I know the lofts are across the street, just the opportunities to actually live downtown.
Yeah, what's really cool about downtown Huntsville, and it really separates us from a lot of downtowns, is that we have lots of different ways to live downtown. You can have a rental loft that's in the middle of the action, but a block away you can have beautiful historic homes. You have bungalows in 5 Points. You have just about every type of living arrangement. Purchase, lots of options. A lot of places you may have to go back over a mountain to get to the historic neighborhoods. Here, the historic neighborhoods are blocks away from the hipster lofts, and that's a really cool combination.
Yeah, it is. Talk a little bit about the history too, because I'm a big architecture buff, and so I love walking downtown and seeing the buildings that have been here for decades and decades and decades, and then you've got new structures going up that kind of fit in. So it's kind of a little a diversity, but I would assume that you do a lot to maintain the history down here, don't you?
Yeah, it's really interesting. You can live anywhere from a 1,000 square foot loft to a 10,000 square foot home. I mean, that's, and everything in between. Yeah. And a lot of the homes especially are part of what we call the Twickenham Historic District, or the Old Town Historic District, or the 5 Points Historic District. So if you're new to town, we're basically, our entire eastern side and really most of the southern side is basically running a ring around downtown of historic homes and neighborhoods that if you go walking down these streets, some of the just most comfortable walks, nice wide sidewalks, beautiful architecture, homes that have been here for generations, and then some new ones too.
Yeah. One of the things I get questioned about a lot is nightlife.
Yes.
And I'm 61, I eat dinner, I go to bed. That's my nightlife. But there's a lot going on downtown. Talk a little bit about restaurants, dining. I know there are bars down here, coffee shops. After dark, what is downtown?
Yeah, so we have 50 plus food and beverage establishments, from fine dining restaurants to fast casual, craft breweries, microbreweries. We have just wine shops. We have an urban oyster bar. We have everything you could possibly want, almost every category of food. In fact, our nightlife is so popular that we've started a craft beer trail where you can visit 10 different breweries in the downtown area. We've started a craft cocktail trail, 10 different craft cocktail locations all around downtown, and a craft coffee trail. And the reason we're able to do that because we have this concentration of really great artisan cocktails, craft beer, and local artisan coffee, all right here in the Rocket City Center.
So downtown is an experience now.
Yeah, you can do everything from great coffee in the morning to late night experiences to 2 a.m.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about festivals and entertainment things that happen down, because I know sometimes you block things off and it just becomes more of a festival ground, really. Tell me about what's going on there.
We start with the Von Braun Center, which is our convention center complex. It has an arena that houses everything from concerts to professional minor league hockey. They have a great new music hall, Mars Music Hall, a concert hall. So you have that whole complex there. We have a great art museum. We have other venues, live music venues all around downtown. And then we have a lot of the events that are really kind of pop-up events. We'll have a putt-putt course we put out every year. 30 different holes of temporary putt-putt courses, pop-up parks, food truck rallies, lots of live music, Friday night art walks, Thursday evening Green Street Market, which is our artisan market downtown. It's hard to find a night where something interesting isn't happening in downtown Huntsville.
Yeah, amazing. So what do you see of the future of downtown? What's coming?
We're seeing a lot of guests visit downtown. We just added the first new hotel in the core of downtown, right near the historic square, which is the 106 Jefferson Curio. That goes with a lot of the new hotels that are near the convention center, which is just across Big Spring Park. So we're starting to see a lot of people come and say, I'm going to spend a long weekend in Huntsville. I'm going to come visit here. And maybe I want to do that as part of a potential relocation. Maybe I just want to come here more often and get away because I don't live too far away. So we're starting to see a lot of new hotels, and we're starting to see a lot of companies expand into downtown, whether it's a relocation or a second office. And so I think what you're going to find is you're going to have a great place for food and beverage and shopping, but you're also going to have a great place to put your office or come spend a weekend.
Yeah. Do you see downtown expanding out to cover a wider margin? Because I know the Huntsville Districts. Talk a little bit about those really quick.
So when you go to downtownhuntsville.org, which is our website, there's a tab that says the Districts of Huntsville. And like a lot of downtowns, you have the core, but then you have these areas that really are districts surrounding. They're not part of the core of downtown, but they all interconnect since they're so close to each other. Think of downtown Nashville and East Nashville and Germantown. They're all distinct, but they're all really related because of proximity. Here we have several districts. We talked about Montesano, which is this amazing resource right next to downtown, the Montesano Mountain. We have Lincoln Mill District, Low Mill District, West Huntsville District, the Medical District, and you have everything from Whole Foods and Lululemon and National Credit tenants to super hyper local businesses, from a meadery to confectionaries to just you name it. If you can't find it in downtown core or in the districts, it's because you haven't found it yet, because it's there. We'll do a better job trying to share that word. But you can go to downtownhuntsville.org, click on the district tabs, and there's a listing of all the unique venues, food and beverage, shopping all around the core and the surrounding districts.
Final question: the organization itself, if someone wants to get involved, what are the opportunities there?
Yeah, a lot of ways you can reach us. Go to the website downtownhuntsville.org.
Okay.
You can engage us on social media, our Facebook and Instagram. We have a LinkedIn page. We're on Twitter. Our Instagram is one of the more popular Instagrams of any downtown in the Southeast. It's got over 30,000 people following that. And then our craft beer trail, our craft coffee trail, and our craft cocktail trail. Incredibly popular. They all have their own Instagram presence. So there's lots of ways to engage us. Maybe go send us an email or DM us on one of our social media platforms.
All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. I want to thank Chad Emerson of Downtown Huntsville Inc. for giving us a few minutes of his time. Very informative. But as you can see, there is a lot going on downtown during the day and at night downtown. So if you're looking for just a really cool place to live, to work, to eat, to go to shows, downtown is a place that you are definitely going to want to check out. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Listen, if you like what we do here on the channel, do me a favor, hit that little subscribe button, the little thumbs up the bell notification icon. That way, every time we do a video, you won't miss anything. And we've got some really good videos coming up. We're going to go back downtown. We're going to go to Big Spring Park. We're going to go to the Museum of Art. We're going to go to the Tinsel Trail. And so a lot of videos coming out. And if you don't want to miss them, make sure you click subscribe. Hey, as always, if I can do anything for you when it comes to real estate, I've got Revolved Realty here. We work with a lot of relocation folks. We work with a lot of investors. I've got 70 some odd agents, and some are odder than others, who are ready to go to work for you and help you find the perfect place to live here in Huntsville, Alabama. All right, guys, that's it. Get out there and make it a great day. I will see you next time. Bye.